Uh, Nothing new's been happening here for a couple of days. Seems like every time I look outside, these cattle are up here laying around. So they must be getting all their eating done during the daytime or during nighttime, because I hardly ever see them graze anywhere. But they're always content here, chewing their cud. Yeah, they're relaxing and they're together. So these guys are doing fine. No, I haven't done nothing for a couple of days. Yeah, just relaxing. Yeah, but I am planning to do something today though, because it's a nice day, and well, last couple of days have been nice too, but just didn't feel like doing nothing. But today I feel like doing something, so I got some little bit of work to take care of. Oh, almost forgot. It's just afternoon. Today's Friday, October 11, 2024. Yeah, it's been the last couple of days been pretty nice, but I just didn't feel like recording anything because nothing was happening. Just like this, nothing's happening today either, except cows are just laying around chewing their cud. But I got some work to do in the back pasture. I've been putting it off. I need to. Looks like the leaves. Look at the leaves on the trees. They're falling off. There's hardly any left on the redbud. Yeah. Some of the trees are changing color, like that walnut there. Got some yellow leaves on. So the days are getting shorter. It's not really cold. I think it gets down in the 40s sometimes, but it's still pretty warm. Next week's going to be cooler. Yeah, next week will be cooler. But anyway, like I said, I got some fence work to do in the big pasture. I waited long enough. I need to get it done. Okay, I'm going to be heading out there pretty soon. I'll catch you later. Hey, bully. Hey, little bully. How you doing? Huh, boy? Huh? You getting along with these girls? I hope so. And these girls there, they don't seem to be picking on them as much as they did before. Okay, that's good. Okay, I got work to do today. Oh, these guys are still laying around. I'm ready to head out to the big pasture. I gotta pick up a couple tools, carry it around to the truck. And the getting colder every day, every night. You can tell by the lemongrass. It's not freezing yet, but it was down in the 40s, low 40s, I think. But I don't think it's been in the 30s yet, so I still got time on picking that stuff or harvesting it. Yeah, cutting that down, that won't be much of a problem, but harvesting that stuff, that's going to be a little bit of work. Not even sure what I'm going to do with all of it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to head out to the big pasture now and do some fence work out there. Just a view to the west from my house. The next stop, big pasture. Yeah, there's not much wind today either, which is nice. There's a little breeze. I can see a breeze coming through there, but it's blocked by the trees mostly. Just look at the pond. Yeah, the leaves are still laying on top of the water. They're not blowing away to the edge. Cattle are over there underneath the tree, and they're content. So I'm headed down to the big pasture now. I'm at the big pasture. They're all spread out. Looks like they're eating something. Probably wouldn't hurt to give them a bale or two now and then, even with this grass. But for now, I got work to do. Huh, look at that. Somebody threw the trash out their window on the drive as they were driving by. Looks like some kind of a styrofoam container. Well, I guess I'll have to pick it up because it's just going to blow somewhere else eventually. People know how to keep the trash in their vehicles. Anyway, here's the cattle. Looking good. Alright, I'm going to head down to that side of on the other side of the bridge. That's where my work is. Alright, let's go. Let's go. This is the cattle that are still at the big pasture. They're all here. Yeah. All here. Alright, let's get to work. I can tell by the grass growing in the pasture road here that the cattle can't get to. Compare it to the grass where they've been eating. You can tell they've been eating it down because this is growing and that's been eaten. So there is a little difference. So I might start feeding them hay here one of these days. And I'll start with those 2 bales. I'll give them, because once I get that fence fixed over there on the other side of the bridge, I need to get rid of those bales because I want to let them in there eventually. Eat up whatever's on that side. Look at it. There, cattle are here. They're still eating, grazing away. But Mr. Bully, he just wants to see if he can get something from me. No corn today, boy. No corn today. It's alright. Just have to do with the grass. There's grass growing out there, but and out there all over too. But that wouldn't hurt to give him some hay now and then. Okay, let's head down there and get started on the fence work. Look at it. Looked like this wire got stretched. Probably a deer. The top wire, it's sagging pretty much. So I'm going to turn the fence off and tighten it up. Yeah. Yeah. And you can see it sagging in between those tall posts. It's the top wire. Yeah, I'm sure it's deer doing that. How you doing, Bully? Looking good. Looks like the cattle are going to go down into the water. Creek's still flowing, so that's good. That means there's still plenty of water in the stream. Yeah, they're headed down. They're headed down to the water. Yeah, headed down to the water. Either get a drink or cool off. Yeah. I'm glad they got this spot to cool off. It wasn't planned. It just happened. Yeah. Yeah. Could be a result of the bridge here. Carving that hole out of there, I don't know. But I'm glad they got it. Bully's the last one to head down. Aren't you, Bully? Yeah. I got the fence turned off, so I'm going to tighten up this top wire. The other two here. This here, I don't really need this that much, but in case they do get out to here, at least they got a backup fence. Yeah. Yeah, this was my original fence anyway, because I put this one in here later on for when we haul bales, when we start raising big bales. That's why I needed this here for this fence, so I could drive up the pasture road without have them locked in here in this pasture while we're hauling bales. Anyway, let's go ahead and tighten up this wire before I start on the other side. That top wire is tight now until the deer stretch it again. Look at it. Sun's in my eyes. Reflection. So strong. Now look at that calf. He's up to his neck. He's halfway. bodies have covered by water. So are these guys, more or less. Not quite as deep, but pretty close. Yeah, at least they're comfortable. They got a good place here. Okay, let me get to work. Well, this fence here and the fence over there on that side of the road, I'll show that later. That's the last fence that I didn't clean the flood debris off of, so that's what I'm working on today. Yeah, this fence here, it goes down mostly right here. I got to replace some insulators going across that way on the back side there because a tree fell on it a while back. This fence has been off ever since the flood. It's hooked up over here on the bridge, but I haven't had it turned on because cattle aren't in here anyway. But clean all this debris off first. But before I do that fence here by the bridge, I'm going to do that little fence there. It comes down and goes that way. Yeah, I'll clean that one up first. Looks like the cattle are curious about what I'm doing. Well, just have to mind your own business. I'll just take care of the fence, keep you guys in. Well, this is what I got to clean off. I got to clean all that stuff off. I'm going to try to throw it on the other side in case I get another flood, because the flood always comes from this direction. Then there's a little bit on through here, but not much. Straighten up a few posts, and that's about it. Make sure the wire's tight, and then I'll be ready to turn it back on. All right, let's get this one done. This looks like the heaviest of the debris, flood debris, but I'll take care of this little fence first, or the little light stuff first. So this fence is turned on when I hooked that red gate hook or orange gate hook up to hook up to that fence, because the power comes from this wire that goes underneath the road and comes from here. Yeah. Same thing with the other side. Wire goes underneath, and then power's that side too. Okay, well, let me clean this now. Well, I got that fence cleaned up, a couple posts straightened up here. Now to get this big stuff done. Okay, next step is to clear this away. Well, got that cleaned up. Fences are tightened. I had to secure that corner post there because it was leaning in. I had to tie it up to that tree. Anyway, it's all cleaned up. Oh, I got to replace one insulator. Yeah. Okay. Let me get that done first for you. See if I can turn the fence back on. I got this one cleaned up. I'm going to turn it on down there. I'll hook it back up, see if it works. Although I tested this fence earlier, it's not working 100%, so I might need to check that too. Sometime today, maybe. Well, it's just past 1:30 p.m. and the sun is tracking across the sky farther to the south now, this time of year, October. So I'm casting a longer shadow than I did in June at this time. Okay, I'm just enjoying the breeze. Feels good. There's me in my shadow. Gotta get back to work. It's time to hook that wire. That's the off position, and that's the on. Okay, fence should be on now, and I'm going to check it. And before I'm done today, after I finish the other part of this fence, I'm going to drive around this south fence and see if I can find any kind of ground. It's still working, but only about half as much, so it's probably a tree limb or something. So I'll have to go out, drive around, check, see what I can find, but not yet. Well, this fence is cleared and working again. So now on to the next fence. The next fence is down there from the gate to the bottom of the hill and over to that big tree Okay, that won't take long, I hope. The wind is cool, but sun is still pretty hot. Okay, I'm just going to clean up what I need to get the fence to work. Straighten up a few posts that need straightening. Most of the posts are okay. Yeah, I just got to clean this debris off, flood debris off of it, that's all. This is the corner. This used to be part of the north fence, and there's still one wire going up through those woods, but the cows can't get into. And I disconnected it up on top of the hill, and so that section there is off, but I left it hooked up just in case. But this here is powered by the fence by the road now. It's easier to hook it up by the bridge and unhook it. That way I don't have to go all the way up to the north fence box and turn it on and off when I need to work on it. Yeah, that's where the fence dead ends. I need to fix that, but I don't feel like it right now. Look at this pond. Look at all the scum on that pond. Yeah. Oh well. Guys will still wallow in it when they want to. But I'll let them in here. Yeah, I gotta fix an insulator here, I think. Yeah. Or maybe two. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I gotta do is clean off the flood debris. And I think I'm gonna throw the big stuff. Well, I should throw it on this side, because the next flood will push it back, but I don't know. I think I just throw it on the other side. It's easier. Okay, let's see what I can do. There's the fence that used to be part of the north fence, so I disconnected it up on top of the hill. Oh, I got this fence cleaned up and ready to turn on again. I'm gonna go down the other end, check it down there. Looks good. Oh, yeah, that's good. And get this fence ready to go too. And I even put reposition that post down there, the rusty one. That rusty post right there. It was leaning over so bad I pulled it out and stuck it in the pond. In the mud. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Now I'll turn this fence on as I leave the pasture, but right now I'm going to drive around the south fence, see if I can find any ground. I'm going to start from the east end and work my way this way. Yeah, the fence was leaning over when I tried to pick it up. It was in the pond, wasn't even stuck. It's easy to pull out. It's just laying there. So I pulled it up and stuck it down in the edge of the pond where it's real soft mud, and got it in pretty deep. It's enough to hold the fence up. Look at Bully. He's standing guard because the other cattle are in the water again. They were out eating there for a while, and then they came back to cool off because the sun is pretty warm today. I don't know if it's going to be in the 80s or not, but it's warm. Oh, the breeze is pretty good. Yeah, the breeze feels good, and Bully's up there standing guard, protecting his herd from whatever might threaten it. I'm no threat. Guess they think of me as part of the herd. Okay. There's the rest of them. I guess they're all here. Oh no, there's one. The white one, the one that I said never goes into the water, that I have never seen anyway. She's under the shade tree over there. That's that 2-year-old white heifer. There's the little white Bully. Only difference that white one and the other white one is she's got black points and he's got pink ones. His nose is pink, skin around his eyes is pink, and his hooves are light colored. Yeah, but he's still He's still part of the herd. He's from this mama cow right here. That's her 5th calf. That white calf is her 5th calf, and all her other calves were. Okay, that was her first one. She's had 3 calves. Oh, back it up. Okay, the one next to her is her first calf. She had 3 calves. The one next to the one over. Then that one is her 2nd calf, and she's had 1 calf so far, and that's her first calf this year. That's a heifer, and hopefully she'll have a calf next year. And then that brown one is her 4th calf, and then the white one is her 5th. And that the one right next to that cow there, that's her 3rd calf. Her 2nd calf is the bull up by the house, and that calf there is her 1st calf. So they're all here. I changed my mind about the hooking this fence up that I just fixed. I'm going to turn it on now since I'm here. I used to hook that fence up, the one that goes across the bridge here. I used to hook it up down there, but I didn't like it that way. So what I'm doing now is I'm turning it on from this side. It makes it easier for me. So let's go take a look. My hook up. Right now it's hooked up to a dummy wire, a dummy hook, and now the one with the yellow wire, that's the one that's on. Well, it's not on right now, but it will be when I leave the pasture. Now it'll be on when I turn the fence back on over there with the box charger. It'll be on. Okay, so let's go drive around the south fence now. There's Mr. Bully. Standing guard. Okay, let's go up to the top and check the fence on the south side. Since I'm here, I checked the north fence. This is the end of the north fence. I checked it. It's working real good. But the south fence, I already checked it down by the bridge, and wasn't working as good. So I'm going to drive around and check it. It's still on, so if I find anything wrong, I have to go drive down to the charger and turn it off before I can work on it. But at least I can find out if it's working or what's wrong with it. At least I know the north fence is working good. I'm coming back this way, down this road, but I closed the gate just in case the cattle come up and follow me. I don't want them going through the road. Boy, oh boy, look at this Jimson weeds. How many times I sprayed this for Jimson? At least 2-3 times maybe. Sprayed for Jimson weeds, because every time I spray them, they get killed, but then the speed sprouts some more. But I'm not going to spray these because they look like they got little seed pods on them, but I'm not sure. It's almost too late to be spraying. The first frost is going to kill them. So, and most of them are just blooming. So I don't think there's enough time for them to set seed. So I'm going to let them go this year, or this time, and wait and see. I'll spray them again next year if I have to. Okay, let's head down there to that side, because that's where the south fence starts, and I'll be checking it all the way to the charger. Leaves are falling ready. I think that's a sassafras. I'm not sure, but I think it's a sassafras. They're losing their leaves. Yeah, and the Jimson, they're just blooming, so I don't think they'll have time to set any seed. Whatever comes up next year, I'll spray it again. These sticker weeds too. Okay. Since I'm here, let me go check the pond. See what it looks like. Oh boy. I'm glad I put this pond in. Now they got water on top here too. Okay. Okay, let's check this fence now. Well, south fence starts right there, or let's say ends there, and goes down the hill. So I don't see nothing right here. So I'm gonna take a walk down there to the top of that hill, and then I'll drive down the rest of the way. Well, I found the ground. It's right there. And the barbed wire's pushed, that insulator's broke. And that insulator's pushed down the barbed wire. And that wire's touching the fence, that's why it's grounded. So I don't think there's a way for me to disconnect this fence here. I'll have to drive all the way down to disconnect it, I guess. Let me try something. I'm going to try to fix it without turning the fence off, see if I can. I can tell the cattle have been spent a lot of time up in here. I can see there a lot of tracks and dust, and so I don't know if they were here doing something. I don't see why. I'm thinking it was a deer. That's what I'm thinking, it was deer. Could have been the cattle if somebody got pushed into the wire. That's a possibility, and got hung up. It took them a while to get off. I don't know for sure. I'm just going to say it's deer and leave it at that. Fence down the hill looks like it's okay. From here anyway. Although that insulator is dug down, so I might try to fix that too. It's supposed to be on top. I don't know how it happened, but it... It seemed like it got unhooked somehow. I'm not sure if I can fix that, but I'm going to try. Well, that's how I fixed the top one. I put the yellow insulator on, and then I used those two to hold the wire to hook it on. And I'm going to do the same with that one, except I'm not going to take that off. I'm going to put another one of those. No, I'm going to hook that using those two yellow ones. I'm going to hook that one with the insulator on it. I'm going to take it off and put it through there, and that'll be fixed. Oh, I got that one fixed. Also, fix that one there. That insulator, the one that's still on there, hanging there, that was broken on one side. So I replaced it with a better insulator. Now I got one more to replace over there on top of that post. It's not broke, it's just slid down, but I'm not going to try to put the other one back on. Or same one, I'm going to put a different one on. Well, I replaced that insulator. Yeah. Yeah, got a better one on there. And I didn't have to turn the fence off. And now the fence is working good. Technically, I don't have to check the fence now because it's working, but I'm going to, since I'm out here, I might as well drive around and check to make sure. So I changed this insulator, black one, and then that black one raised the fence up, and that black one raised the fence up, and then the top yellow insulator was gone, so that's where it was grounding out. So I fixed them two. Three black insulators and one yellow one. Now the fence is working. Now I can drive around the rest of the south fence, and then I can go home. I'm just going to drive along here and take a look. I know the fence is working good, but just in case there's a limb or something on it, I'll be checking it. Since I'm down here, I'll take the time to do a little extra checking. Here's an example of what I was talking about. It's not a big limb, and it's probably not grounding it very much, except when it's wet maybe. But I'm going to toss it over anyway, get it off the fence. Here's another limb. It's not on the fence, but it could fall on the fence because it's so close. I drove through that tall stuff there. That's that mint. Oh, it smells good. Cattle don't eat it, but it sure smells good when I break a leaf or something, or stem. Smells like mint. Smells good. This looks pretty clear here, but I'll keep going all the way to the charger just to make sure. There's the west end, or west gate down there in that corner. And I didn't see nothing past those two branches that had fallen. Let me check the rest of it. Well, there's one. A little bigger than the rest, and that's easy to remove. And it could ground the fence if it was wet enough. This is pretty good so far. Yeah, looks okay from here, but I'll get a closer view. Oh, there's no limbs on that there, but I'm going to drive it anyway just to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. All the way to the charger anyway. Yeah. Okay, this here is where I got stuck with my lawnmower. On this side, coming this way, and on that side, going that way. That's where that stick was. Hard to tell now, but that's where I got stuck twice. This is the west gate, and the fence going to the creek. That's charged by that orange or red gate hook there. Yeah, so it looks good from here. And I know the fence is working, so it's not like I'm going to find something big. I'm going to go down there and check that out. Down to the charger. Well, I can check most of this from over there. I can see it anyway. And now I'm checking it here too. And since the fence is working, I'm guessing it's all good. So I'll drive up the way I came in and go back the way I came and come down the pasture road, and I'm done for today. Alright, catch you later. Glad I closed the gate up there on top of the road because I figured the cattle might come back up. See, they're up there now. They're up there. So that's the way I'm going back to. And that's why I closed the gate, because I never know when they're coming back up. There's more of that mint. That stuff's spreading more than it was before. It used to be contained to the top. Now it's coming down here. There's more of that wild mint down here too, all the way across here. Yeah. I'm gonna have to figure a way to get rid of it because cattle don't eat it. It don't really hurt them because they don't eat it, but it's a nuisance. It does smell good, but they don't eat it, so what's the point of having it? Besides, it takes up space that the grass could be growing with. Yeah. Alright, I'll have to think about it. Alright. Well, it looks like the milkweed went to seed. Those pods, they're busted open and dried up, and the little cotton things. That's how the seed spreads. I usually don't cut them down when I'm bush hogging or mowing. I'll leave them stand because they're for the monarch butterfly, from what I read. All right, well, I'm on top now, and there's some more of that mint all the way through here, and all along the edge there, all the way along the edge of that woods. In other words, it's just about everywhere now. Well, I'm thinking the mint that's down there growing in the pasture down on the bottom probably the seed washed down from here, because it's growing here too. Yeah. Even grows in the shade of the trees. I sprayed some of this. All this here was real thick. I guess that's the way I got to kill it, because I sprayed some of this here this summer, and it killed it. The spray killed it. So I need to start spraying it. That's about the only way to get rid of it. Well, I got a feeling there's lots of seed in the ground, so it might take a while to eradicate it. Okay, let's get out of here. Well, it doesn't look like all the cattle came up. Only 5 of them. 2 cows, and 2 calves, and a heifer. Yeah, it looks like the other ones are all probably still down by the water. But at least they can go where they want. There's my corral up there. Works pretty good. I gotta fix it. I gotta strengthen that one post there over there on the end. Not the very past on the other side of that silver gate there. post is broke. There's 2 gates hooked to it, so I have to. I don't want to dig it all out and rehook everything, so I'm just going to put another post in next to it and strengthen it that way. See how long that lasts. Yeah, that tree's shedding its leaves already. I don't know which tree that is. I don't know. I think it's the one. Yeah, I know which one it is. I think it's a hickory. Okay. But anyway, I'm done here. Let me go home. Yeah, I'm grazing away. Just make sure the south fence is working. I checked it here too, and it's working good. Better than it was. Okay, so all the fences are working now, so that's good. Well, the other cattle aren't down here, so they must have went up on top too, but I just didn't see them. They must be somewhere else up there. I was looking into the woods there on the south side, so that's why I didn't see them. But anyway, I'm sure they're all together. Well, at least I got done what I set out to do today. Clean this fence up. It's ready to turn on when I turn the other fence on. And got the other one cleaned up down there too. Well, I'm done at the big pasture. I fixed the fence that I wanted to fix across the bridge over there, down there, there, and over there. So all the fences are working good now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to feed those 2 bales over there, and I'm going to bring them out over here, feed them out here, and then I'm going to let the cattle into that pasture road area, let them eat whatever they can eat in there. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. It's 4 p.m. and now I'm back at the house. That means I'm done for the day. Yeah. I'll check the hiding cattle, see what they're up to, but that's all I'm doing today. I'm gonna let the cattle into that pasture road one of these days. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see, or I'll see. I'll catch you later. Oh, these guys didn't go very far. These 2 up here, Highlanders, and there's 1 Highlander in the water. Yeah, they're just lounging around. They're chewing their cud, more or less. They must be getting enough to eat somewhere. There's plenty of grass down in that bottom. Probably where they're getting it from. There's also some dry stuff here if they want to eat this, but it doesn't look like they eat. Doesn't look like they eat any of this, but they could have. But I know there's plenty of grass down in the bottom. And look at those Jimson weeds growing, but they won't go to seed. Frost will get them before that. She's coming out of the pond. I'm sure that's going to make him get up. When she goes up, he'll get up. Watch this. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. She's going to chase him. That's her habit. That's her habit. Oh well. At least he knows where he stands. When he gets bigger though, the roles will be reversed. He'll be the one pushing everybody else around, I'm guessing. Okay, that's about it for today. Everybody's getting up. Okay. I'm going to call it a day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. There's still a few pears on that tree, but I couldn't get to them. That's okay. They'll fall off and the cattle will eat them anyway. They won't go to waste. Okay. Now I gotta think about harvesting that tall kamungai there, Philippine tree. Get the leaves off of that. One of these days before it gets too cold. Because once it frosts, that's the end of it. Lemongrass too, but That's going to be a big job of that lemongrass. So I'll have to think on where I'm going to hang it after I harvest it. Because I'm going to dig up the roots and replant them into smaller pots. And break up each root into smaller sections and plant in the pots and put them in the house. And whatever survives, I'll replant out here for next year. Okay. All right. That's it for today. Catch you on the next one. Bye.